Welcome to Off the Boards with Josh and Ryan. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Off the Boards. Some things change, some things always stay the same. Things that are the same, I'm still Josh, that is still Ryan, and we are both off the boards. A lot of things are different. We have a different logo now. We have a new, I don't know what you call it, I guess background where our face cams are going to be. We are Ethanless right now. Ethan will be here probably on a month-to-month basis or whenever he wants to be. We might also bring in Matt, who was in our very first episode but fell asleep. One of the biggest changes we have this time around is we have an editor and producer this time who's not me because I didn't want to do it and we wanted it to be professional. So this is our good buddy Connor. Connor, you want to say hi?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
The goat, literally the
Yeah.
goat.
Yeah.
But yeah, hockey's still good. Can't even really say the Leafs are still good. Kind of mid. Montreal's still mid. Um,
All right.
so, do you want to just start the Olympics or?
Yeah, let's get into the Olympics. I know we want to talk about a little bit about this arena they've got,
The half arena.
the half arena. You think it's awful? I don't think it's that bad.
It's Ryan. It's a collection of a lot of things. It shouldn't have taken them that long to build this arena, considering they opened it 3 days ago.
This happens every time with every Olympics. It's like, oh shit, how are we gonna get everything done in the time, and it all gets done in time.
Well, no, because other places already have Olympic arenas built.
Yeah, but for other things, there's always one venue or another that the Olympics are like, oh shit, we don't have that, we have to build it.
Ryan,
Last second.
You think I care about any other sport other than this one? Come on.
I know. I'm the crazy one. I like other sports. I'm gonna watch snowboarding later. Like
This
crazy.
guy watches snowboarding. That's crazy.
You watch curling?
Don't really watch Olympic curling. I also haven't sat down and watched a full curling game in like 3 years.
We should watch curling sometime.
Okay, irrelevant. So looking at the, if you Google the arena, you can see the photo of it. Looking at the ice, this neutral zone, and I know that they said that it's like 2 feet short. This looks incredibly small. Like we have the best players in the world, and the fastest. Yeah, these guys are gonna fly through neutral zone to neutral zone. I almost feel like we're gonna see a lot of offsides called.
Yeah, I think that could definitely happen. I know the first guy that's gonna have a problem with it. He's gonna notice it right away. Sidney Crosby.
Yeah,
He's gonna be tooling around out there, and he's gonna be like, "Puck bounces weird off these boards."
I mean, at least there's not gonna be a hole in the ice because they brought in a good old Canadian boy to do the ice for them.
Yeah, they always bring in the Canadian guys. Canada has the best ice makers in the world. No matter what sport, Canada is the place to go to build ice.
I'm also glad that they actually got a jumbotron with screens because during I think it was a couple months ago, they literally had a community center board. But I'm also gonna say, but judging by how small this looks, good luck seeing your close-up replay. I also don't know why a quarter of the arena is blue seats, the rest is black. It looks like they built this first and were like, nah, more seats, keep building. Like,
It is definitely a weird design choice. Architect David Chipperfield was behind this, so
that doesn't sound Italian.
I'm gonna guess it's probably not Italian.
Wow. In Italy, but didn't get an Italian to do it. Seems legit.
So, where's David Chipperfield from? He's got offices in Milan.
So, I was expecting a name more like Mario.
I don't think Mario and Luigi were working on the Olympics.
If you don't think there was a guy named Mario or Luigi in that construction team, there is no way, bro. Come on.
I mean, there probably was somebody named Mario or Luigi.
Yeah, they were probably brothers who did the plumbing.
I doubt they were plumbers that did the plumbing.
I mean, they could be.
They could have been. It's possible, but I just googled how many Marios are in Luigi. How many Marios are in that? Yeah.
God damn it.
Okay, Mario is number 9 ranked Italian name in 2019. Okay.
Right. They're like the two staples of Italy, bro.
Like there are other Italian names like Enzo.
Okay. Team Canada's projected lines get dropped on NHL.com
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yes. Yeah, yesterday.
First
So
game
this
for
is
Team Canada will be on Thursday versus Czechia at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, which I'll be at work.
I'll also be at work, but I'll probably be watching it on my phone.
Prime life of this guy's job.
Yeah, I love an office job. But yeah, looking at this lineup, this is just a projected lineup from NHL.com, so there's nothing guaranteed about this, but they're saying it's going to be celebrating McDavid Marner on the first line, with Crosby, McKinnon, and Reinhardt on the second line. I don't know. I think you put Reinhardt on the first line, him or maybe
Over who?
over Marner.
No.
Marner in a big game, I don't know. Throw him down, like put him on like a third line, move Brad Marchand into the second line, just have a Halifax line. It'd be really nice. I think it'd be
Ryan, do you not remember why we won Four Nations Face-Off last year? It was because of Mitch.
I remember Connor McDavid scoring the overtime winner. That's what I
Yeah,
remember from Nations.
fed and set up by Mitch.
Yeah, well, when you think of the golden goal, how much do you really think of it, Iggy?
I was about to say the fact that you can remember who it was
That's
and I
fair.
can remember
That's-
who it was.
That's fair.
Ryan, it's a monumental moment in Canadian history. Us beating the Americans last year after all the shit that we went through. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
monumental sports moment. I'm
But
not
Mitch
gonna
Marner's
forget
not having the
that.
best year.
I don't know. I'm not a Vegas fan. How would I know?
Like you weren't paying attention.
Nope. Absolutely not. Why would I pay attention to a guy who isn't a Leaf? But here's the thing, Ryan. Here's the thing. Let's be real for a second, all right? Team lines don't matter right now. And I don't mean the lineups for this team. I mean, I don't care what team you come from. I hate half of the guys on this team when it comes to during the season. But all that's been pushed aside for a month.
That's
all
true.
these guys now are wearing the red and white. And I cheer
That's all
for
that
'em.
matters. That's all that matters.
Yep.
That said, I still think Sam Reinhart really gives you that bit of an edge in the first line. That would be nice.
I mean,
Mitch
Ryan,
Marner.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I just don't see it. He's struggled everywhere he's gone. He's having a decent years, about point per game in
Did you
Vegas
say Mitch
right now.
Marner has struggled everywhere he's gone?
In big games, yeah.
Right. We just said he literally set up the goal last year in the Golden Game.
Okay, how many points do you have in the Four Nations aside from that?
I have no idea. I've never looked.
Look it up.
While you do that, I'm just going to throw this out there. I have a team photo of the 2014 men's Sochi Olympic roster in front of me. They're all holding their gold medals and looking at this roster, right?
Yep.
Well, Drew Doughty's there, but like I can probably count about 10 guys that I hate when they're not wearing a Team Canada jersey. Like I see Corey Perry, I see Carey Price.
Why do you hate Carey Price? Other than he's just a Hab.
I see PK Subban. That's Patrice Bergeron.
Mitch Marner had 3 points in 4 games at the Four Nations.
Ryan, okay, if you want to pull this up, look how many points Sidney Crosby has in the Olympics. I don't even think he's a point a game.
Crosby doesn't need to be point a game. He leads the troops. 2014, I think he had a pretty good year.
Yeah, because that would have been prime Crosby.
Oh, shocker! He didn't have great years outside of his prime. Insane. What a revelation!
He hasn't been there since his what? Ryan, the last 2 Olympics we didn't send NHL players.
Yeah, so he was there once when he was 23 and scored the biggest goal in Canadian history.
He's been. This is his 4th time going.
This is the 3rd time going.
Oh, well, I got bad information, I guess.
2010, 2014, and now he didn't go in 2006.
Oh, okay. Well, how many points does he have in his Olympic career?
I'm looking for his international stats.
Do not just go to Hockey DB. This guy.
They weren't there. His Olympic stats weren't there. I'm telling you.
God, I forgot how juiced that 2014 roster was, though. Prime Rick Nash, Prime Duncan Keith, Prime Drew Doughty, Luongo, Price, Prime Getzlav and Perry, Jonathan Taves, Jamie Benn, Taylor Hall. Oh, I forgot. Jonathan Tavares made that team. Didn't he snap his leg?
No, Stamkos. Stamkos broke his leg in St. Louis when in this place.
Tavares was there though, because he's in this photo wearing a suit under his his jersey.
Yeah, Tavares was there. He just didn't break his leg.
I see Patrick Sharp. I think.
Josh at 22. Sidney Crosby was point per game in 2010. And Sochi, who he went 3.6 games.
That's Matt Duchene.
Yeah.
God, this team.
2014 men's team at the Olympics, I stand by, is the greatest hockey team ever assembled.
I mean, Ryan, I know I said two of the goalies, but could you tell me who the other one was? I know who it is. I can see it.
Carey Price, I think it was Luongo, and wasn't Fleury.
Nope.
Is Brodeur still playing then?
I think he was. I think that was his last year, but he was not there.
So Price, Luongo.
Western Conference.
Was it? What's his name? The Vancouver jersey.
Guy has an NHL career goal. This team is now. This team has a name change and a relocation in its history.
Oh, Mike Smith.
There it is.
Yeah, Mike Smith.
That is Mike Smith.
Yeah.
God, looking at this, like this team was so juiced. Even looking at the one that we have now, it's like, honestly, this 2014 team smokes our this year's team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Better goaltending, better defense, forwards are insane.
That team not only was the lineup fantastic, the system of hockey they played and the way they played, unmatched. No one could beat them. They didn't, like, Crosby only scored 3 points in 6 games. That's all he needed to score. We only let up 3 goals in fucking 6 games. We let up 3 goals.
True. It's true. Honestly, the only thing I remember from that Olympics was TJ at Sochi taking like 8 different shootout attempts in the same shootout because international rules are you can just keep shooting.
Yep.
Which is very funny to me.
He just kept shooting and kept scoring. It was great.
But also, really quick, back to this lineup because we got sidetracked. Okay.
Yeah.
I am fine with the first line. The second line, yeah, I'd love to see the Halifax line, but I don't think we're gonna get it. The only other thing that I'd say is like, I mean, you could put Sam Reinhart and Marchand together because they're used to playing with each other, and then put someone like, I mean, honestly, like even Tom Wilson up. You also could bring Sam Bennett into this lineup and sit Hagel and then run a Florida line if you wanted to. I mean, these guys are comfortable playing with each other. They're, you know.
I think Brandon Hagel does everything Sam Bennett does, but better.
I don't think Hagel's having that good of a year, if my memory serves me correct, but
beat the shit out of Bennett in a fight the other week.
I guess that's a great segue into the Florida Tampa game that happened.
Yeah, if you want to move on from the Olympics, which just I don't really want to move on from the Olympics yet.
Hey, go ahead. I just want
to talk about the defense. Like Cale Makar, Devon Toews is gonna be fantastic. Morrissey and Theodore, Sanheim Doughty, like these are just. I know our goaltending is going to be an issue. I'm not worried with this defense in front of it.
It's always an issue, but the question becomes, hold on, do I still have that open? Yeah, okay. So Logan Thompson, I believe, is having a pretty good year, but he's never played for our country, I don't think.
No. I think it is Bennington's net to lose. Like after 4 Nations, you just kind of have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
That's the thing. Bennington's having an awful statistical year. Like, it's not good, right? But like, okay, I just pulled up his stats. I forgot how bad they were.
Yeah, they're awful.
In 30 starts, he's 8-17 with a 3.65 and an 864. Yeah. But Ryan, this is big game Benner.
Yeah, that's the thing. Big game Benner. They're not playing in Boston, so maybe that's the difference for him. But it's hard to look at him and say, no, we're gonna start Thompson out the gate. Maybe he has a bad game or two. I still think they win those games that he plays bad. Maybe they put Logan Thompson in.
Honestly, his career playoff numbers aren't as good as I thought they'd be. 48 starts. He's 23, 24, 23 and 24. He has a 2.70 and a 909, which I mean isn't terrible.
Yeah, those aren't bad. They're not bad. And he's been playing ever since the Cup run. He's been playing kind of in worse and worse teams.
I mean, yeah, but then we look at Logan Thompson in his career. 14 games, he's 7-7 with a 2.4 and a 918.
Yeah.
And now
I'm not Josh. I'm not saying that Logan Thompson isn't a better goalie. I think he is.
Now I did the other two, so I got to go look at Kemper. Kemper's the only one with a winning record. In 36 starts, he's 19 and 14 with a 2.89 and a 904 with 2 shutouts.
Yeah.
He also is the only one of them to take a penalty, which I'm probably guessing was delay of game.
I have no idea. Probably.
I mean, defensively, yeah, you're right. I mean, we have the pieces, but I don't know. I mean, big save Benner was fantastic last year in the gold medal game, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm gonna pull up the schedule, see who we're playing first. I know our division's not that. Czechia's first, so that's a good litmus test to see how good he's playing. But after that,
I'm guessing it's Czechia, Denmark, Finland, France, and Germany.
We're in Group 1, Group A. We played Czechia, Switzerland, and France in the preliminaries.
Oh,
so if the Czechia game doesn't go well, you probably have to put him in. Probably have to switch it out for Switzerland, France. But whoever goes in for Switzerland, France is going to look good.
If you don't win the Czechia game, we don't make it out of the group stage.
We still can, depending on qualification, because
who are the top 4 teams? Because to me, it's Canada, America, Sweden, and Finland. Then Czechia, then probably Germany.
Yeah, Canada, Finland, Sweden, U.S., Czechia, Germany are your top 6, I'd say, at this tournament. It's crazy to think that Germany's come that far, but
yeah, well, also Switzerland's fallen off a cliff.
So Slovakia, but Slovakia I think might have a pretty good showing. They get Slavkovsky going this year, and he had a really good Olympics last time, so I'm excited to see that team play.
I mean, look, Germany may be good, but they got the NHL's best Olympic diver. He's the only guy that does two Olympic sports.
Wait, who?
Germany has a guy who competes in 2 Olympic sports. He does the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics. Tim Stützle is the best Olympic diver I've ever seen.
Yeah. The good news, Josh, is even if we do lose to Czechia, we're still going to the playoffs. Every team goes to the playoffs. It's just a matter of seeding. You could get a bye to the quarterfinals.
Really?
All teams go.
I don't feel like all teams used to make it out of that, but maybe I'm thinking.
Olympics are a little bit weird.
It's been a while since I've watched Olympic hockey because the last 2 Olympics I just didn't care. We didn't send our best.
It's true. That's the problem with the last couple of Olympics. We haven't really been paying attention because it's like, if you look at who we sent in 2022, we sent, I think, actually, if you look at the team we sent in 2022, it's pretty bad. Then you look at the team we sent in 2018, I think the 2022 team beats them. It's the crazy thing.
Let's see. Now I got to look it up.
Who was our captain? Yeah, we sent Eric Stahl and Kent Johnson and Owen Power.
Oh my God, our goalies in 2018: Justin Peters, Kevin Poulin, and Ben Scrivens.
Yeah, our starting goaltender in 2022, I believe, was Devin Levi, who was 20 years old.
Defense: Stephen Elliott, Shea Genoway, Cody. Oh my God, Golov.
Yeah.
Marc-Andre Draganani, Chris Lee, Maxim Noro, Matt Robinson, and Carl Stollery.
Yeah, these teams were a joke. Like, it's a shame Matt's not here. The 2022 team has a few former Habs, like Daniel Carr, Jordan Wheel, and alternate captain for Team Canada, David Desharnais, at 35 years old, which Matt would lose his shit over. Mark Barberry was also on that team.
Derek Waugh and Mason Raymond were on this 2018
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. It just goes to show you what level of competition we were sending and why we may not have medaled. I think we still medaled in 2022 is the crazy thing.
I think there was only one active NHL player that was on this team.
Yeah, and 2018 we got a bronze medal, by the way.
Wasn't Quentin Howden active at this time? Isn't he still active?
No, I think you're thinking of somebody else.
Oh, I'm thinking of Brett Howden. Must be his brother because they do look the same.
Yeah.
Rene Bourque on the first line with Gabriel Brule and Andrew Abet.
Yeah.
Andrew Abet looks ancient.
Yeah. So Josh, what I'm saying basically, even if we lost to Czechia, there's a good chance we probably would play either Italy or France in the first round of the playoff to go to the quarterfinals. So I'm not that worried about Canada making the quarterfinals.
Wait, the men's Olympic team in 2022. Yeah, Ryan, it smokes the 2018 team.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I was looking at the 2022 team first. I was like, oh, this team's awful. And then to look 2018, I was like, holy shit.
I mean, they had actual NHL players. Eric Stahl, Kent Johnson, Owen Power, Mason McTavish.
All those young guys are NHL players now, and Eric Stahl used to be. But when in 2022, they weren't in yet, and Eric Stahl had retired.
David Desharnais.
Yeah. Like
Josh Hosang made this team.
Yeah. Surprised he woke up for his alarm.
That's insane. Can you say that?
I think so.
Did this team medal?
2022 did not. 2018 did win a bronze medal.
Jeez. Okay. They during the round robin. I mean, we were in Group A with America, Germany, and China in 2022.
Yeah.
Is China even in the Olympics for hockey this year?
No, they were there because they were the host city. The same reason Italy's in this year.
Well, Italy, I think's been in the Olympics before, haven't they?
They were in 1998. They were in 2006 as well, but again, they were hosting.
I'm surprised that they didn't ask, like what Matt said in one of our group chats was, why didn't they just get players of Italian descent?
That's what they used to do. It used to be a thing they could bring in Italian heritage players, and they weren't able to do that. They decided not to do it this year, I guess because they were hosting. And it's probably for the best. Even then, I think they still have guys that are not Italian.
Probably. All right, we should probably shift to
the
Florida game. So
yeah,
that Florida game, what a mess.
It is a pathetic excuse for player safety at this point.
I watched the referee read the penalties out for this game, and he literally had a cue card. That's how many there were when he was reading. Like, I just quickly pulled up the game stats, and I would have to bring out a calculator to do the math on how many penalties Florida had. Tkachuk had 21 penalty minutes in this game. Sam Bennett had 12. Verhaeghe had 10. Samokivchek had 2. Lindell had 2. Bodquist had 2. Then you look at the defense. Forsling, who I'm pretty sure started this all, had 15. Severin Yango, I don't even know who that is, had 10. And then they had Mikkola had 2. But, like, what a sorry excuse for a hockey game. Like, that was just ridiculous. Team's getting smoked. Florida's getting smoked, and they just decide, you know what? Carnage.
Yeah.
Because player safety doesn't care because,
Yeah, there was a point in this game, Josh. I believe it was Nikita Kucherov. You had one Florida player come in behind and deck him and throw him to the ice behind the play.
Forsling.
A minute later, Matt Tkachuk comes on the ice, throws Nikita Kucherov to the ice again.
Yep.
A scrum ensues. They have a big fight. Nikita Kucherov doesn't grab anybody. He's been knocked down twice. He doesn't get into a fight, nothing. He walks out of that with a 10-minute misconduct.
Yes, he did.
He got knocked to the ice twice, didn't fight anybody, and still got 10 minutes. And the fucking Florida Panthers ended up with a power play out of all that.
Yes, they did.
That was
After the-
insane to me.
After the about 3 minutes of the referee reading out penalties, yes, Florida did somehow walk away with a power play. But the best part of this is, I mean, Florida lost.
Yeah,
6-1.
they lost 6-1. They got shit pumped.
Yeah, by their rival, their so-called biggest rival. They got pumped.
Yeah, and that's the best thing you can do. Really, is just dog walk them after a tough game where you're getting the shit beat out of you. Nikita Kucherov ended up with an assist. Brandon Hagel had a goal and a fight. He beat the shit out of Sam Bennett, like I mentioned, which is just cathartic. He's 2-0 now.
NHL player safety didn't say anything about this, did they?
I don't think they did. I don't think anything came of it. George Prowse needs to be ashamed. He needs to be fired. We need somebody else that actually cares about player safety in.
Are you kidding me?
Let me guess. Kucherov got suspended for 4 games or something?
No.
For looking smug?
So, this is such bullshit. There's been one piece of disciplinary action that came out of this 2 days ago. Tampa Bay Lightning forward Curtis Douglas has been fined $2,018.23, the maximum allowable under the collective bargaining agreement, for serving as the aggressor in an altercation with Florida Panthers defenseman Nico Mikula during the NHL game number 904 in Tampa on Thursday, February 5th. The incident occurred at 6:33 of the third period. Douglas was assessed a major penalty for fighting, as well as a game misconduct under Rule 46.2, aggressor. Like, I watched that whole sequence breakdown and all, like, for that led to all the penalties. What happened on this play is arguably the, like, I don't want to say the worst. It's like the lesser issues that took place during that.
Yeah. So many things. And the crazy thing is, Josh, I'm looking this up. So I was looking for like the feed of Kucherov getting run over. I forgot about another thing. Like 2 days before this, Florida played Boston.
Yep.
They sent out a guy, Sandis Vilmanis.
Yep.
Who's some plug that plays like 6 minutes a night. He played 3 minutes in this game. They sent him out in the first period just to headshot Charlie McAvoy. He came off the ice, ran, charged at McAvoy, just pure threw an elbow just for the fuck of it. And Florida got power play.
Like, if looking at the season so far, I believe we have had, so that would be 2 suspensions, 3, 4, 5. We've only had 5 suspensions this year, and one of them wasn't even the Department of Player Safety's technical decision. Mikko Rantanen was assessed 2, game misconducts in 2 games and got suspended. The other players that have been suspended so far this year are Bobby McMahon for 1 game. Beecher and Logan Stanley both got 1 game. And somehow Brian Rust got 3 games for what he did in a Vancouver game, which I've watched this clip a bunch. I don't know how this is 3 games. Like,
who's to say? They throw a dart at a board, and that's the way it is.
I mean,
part of me, how many penalty minutes Florida has this year.
Part of me thinks that this suspension happened, and then the same day, it was also announced that Nylander got fined $5,000 for flipping off a camera. Which, I'm just gonna say this: he's not even the first player to do this year. I can't remember if it was this year or last year. Sergachev literally flipped off a camera on the ice, and the NHL did nothing about it. Nylander flips off a camera from a press box. Can't do that. That's a fine. I'm not saying you shouldn't have got the fine, but if you're going to give him a fine, give the other guy a fine too. You could have, the announcement of Nylander getting this, right? Nylander directed an appropriate gesture at a television camera operator while the camera was directed at Mr. Nylander and his teammates in a press box. You could change this line to Sergachev directed an inappropriate gesture at a television camera operator while the camera is directed at Mr. Sergachev and his teammates on the ice. The gesture was shown live on air during the game broadcast. This serves as a reminder of the code of conduct governing players extends throughout the arena at NHL games and in public game situations. to me, it's just a joke. It's this league, man.
Yeah.
I said this the last time we did this podcast. This is joke. Player
Yeah.
safety is a joke.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And the worst thing for me, Josh, it's not even necessarily the way they do it. It's just the consistency issues. I don't mind if one thing is if you say, oh, this flipping off is a fine. It just needs to be a fine everywhere. That's not to say that
It is. It's in
it's
the
supposed
rules.
to be.
So
Supposed to be.
why did Sergachev not get a fine? Why did he get nothing for flipping off camera during a game?
Because they're inconsistent, and it's a problem, and they don't care about fixing it.
Or it's because maybe he just wasn't paying attention.
Maybe, I don't know.
Wow. I just found an image that shows the suspensions that George Paris has handed out since 2017-2018. This is no automatic or no automatics. So this is just from regular season playoffs and on ice incidents. You want to tell me who has lost the most man games to George Paris's suspensions, team wise, not player?
The Toronto Maple Leafs.
It actually is the Toronto Maple Leafs by a long shot. Toronto has lost 36 games to suspensions.
Insane.
Tampa is second place, Ryan, with 21. Now, where's Florida on this list? Hold on, I gotta scroll down. Are they not even on this list? Have they not been suspended one time? No.
They have.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. They 17 games. They've had it happened to them 8 times. And they've had 13 ejections. And I'm guessing it says minor and then a number. I'm guessing that's minor penalties. 2,320 since 2018. That's a lot of penalties.
Against
Florida.
Yeah.
That's
this season they're third in the NHL in penalty minutes.
Hmm.
Behind Tampa and Boston.
You want to know who's been suspended the least? You want to take a guess?
Is it Florida?
No, Florida's kind of in the middle, but they should have been. Well, hold on.
Is it Utah by technicality?
No, because they count Utah and Arizona together.
Shouldn't.
Fair.
Then in that case, maybe the Kraken by technicality.
Surprisingly, the Kraken have had 7 games lost to suspension.
Somebody had less?
Yes. There is a team with 1.
Is it the Colorado Avalanche?
No. Colorado has been lost 21 games to suspension.
Who the fuck got suspended on Colorado?
There was 7 players.
Okay. Can I get a conference?
Metro.
The Columbus Blue Jackets, because nobody remembers them.
4 times. Not them. Team with less. Still in Metro.
The Hurricanes for the same reason.
It is the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
They have had a one game suspension since 2017-2018. Now, looking at this list, it's like, okay, yeah, Florida kind of in the middle. They have 8 suspensions, 8 player suspensions. They've lost 17 games of those, or 17 games total to all 8 suspensions. But it's just stupid to me. This list is very jarring. Also, I was kind of wrong. So Toronto has the second most games. They've been suspended the most amount of times. But there is one team that has more games gone with less suspensions. This team has no. This team has 9 suspensions. They have 9 suspensions. Also in the Metro, 49 games lost to suspensions. The Washington Capitals.
Yeah, Kuznetsov.
No, I think it was probably Tom Wilson. Didn't he serve a 20-game suspension one year?
I thought Kuznetsov got suspended for the cocaine thing.
I don't think he got suspended. I think he got player assistance programmed because of that.
Okay. Maybe
But yeah, long story short, Department of Player Safety does not give a rat's ass if you're the Florida Panthers. You can do whatever you want, which totally sucks. But they're at the Olympics now, so I mean, these players, yeah, they're great. Do whatever you want. George Parros literally just set a standard from the other night by not suspending anybody, and since I don't know if you know this, Ryan, he is the one dictating player safety at the Olympics.
George Parros?
Yep. So he just set the standard by not suspending anyone during that Florida-Tampa game that all is a free reign. You can do anything. You can get away with anyone. You can kill anyone. Which, hey, Ryan, benefits us. Look who's on the team.
Yeah, but I mean, thank God we're not playing the fucking Kachucks once this Olympics. That's crazy.
Yeah, that also means that the Chucks are going to run around and take someone's head off. Some poor guy from Latvia or Italy is going to get their head taken off and end up in a hospital.
I'd love to see them do that to Team Latvia. Latvia put them in a coma because they got nothing to lose.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Tom Wilson and Brandon Hagel and Sam Bennett and Marchand are going to put some poor Frenchman in a hospital.
Yeah. But if I'm looking at how many guys here are over 6'3"? 1, 2, 3, that's goalie 4, 5, 6, 7 guys on the Team Latvia are over 6'3".
Yeah, they're big and tall, Ryan. That's Latvia for you.
Exactly, and I'm saying if Kachuk goes to elbow in the head, he'll have to jump. Like the Kachuk brothers would get their shit pumped by Team Latvia if they chose to fight.
Now let's move on from player safety because I feel like we're
just dumping on George Parros.
I realized we kind of skipped one. We have a trade that happened that
is our next
Ryan
thing.
didn't even know about until I mentioned it to him last night.
Completely missed this.
The bread man, Artemi Panarin, has been traded by the Rangers after being pulled out of their lineup for a week because they were trying to trade him. There has been one team, I guess, that was willing to pay his egregious ask for his extension, and they really didn't have to give up that much to get him. Connor's favorite team, the LA Kings, have acquired Artemi Panarin from the Rangers for Liam Greentree and a conditional third-round pick. The conditions of that pick are if the Kings win one playoff round this season, the pick will become a second, and if the Kings win 2 playoff rounds, they will also receive a fourth-round pick in 2028. I am very surprised that no other team could offer anything better than this. I mean, I know Greentree is a former first-round pick. He played on a stacked Windsor Spitfire team last year and had over 100 points. So far this year, he's not on pace to get close to that, I don't think. But I'm not saying he's a bad player. He is a nail gun. I've seen highlights of this guy. He just does not care. He'll run you if you ask him to. He's kind of like Cam Scattenbow in the NFL. He just runs through guys. He doesn't care. But yeah, I'm just surprised that no team was willing. I guess no one wanted to offer him the extension. I mean, I wouldn't want to really pay a 34-year-old $11 million a season, which the Kings did. They re-upped his contract. It is $11 million per year for 2 years after this. The other crazy part about this deal, and I mean, the Rangers are obviously waving the white flag and saying, we're not going to make the playoffs, but they retained 50% of this deal. So they only have $5 million in contracts to deal with if they're going to do a retool. But honestly, at this point, looking at the Rangers, they probably just blow it all up. We'll talk about this closer to the deadline, but I think that's what's going to happen to them.
Yeah, well, they came out and said, hey, guys, we're going into a rebuild. They put out a statement and said, this is the direction we're taking.
Their GM needs to stop putting out notes to the fans or whatever whatever he calls it, because it's not a good look. Like it's just not a good look. Chris Drury needs to stop doing that.
Yeah, it's becoming a problem because you're starting to, if you tell the fans too much, it starts to become an internal problem if you're building a culture of, in this case, I guess, we're telling everybody, we're going to start losing. You're building a culture of losing.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's my opinion on it. I think you got to, if you're going to do a rebuild, the first thing you got to do is build culture, and you don't do that by saying, we're going to start losing a bunch of games.
I agree. I don't think we really need to harp on that for that long because, I mean, that trade's interesting. The Kings are not in a playoff spot today. This trade could help them. I mean, Quentin Byfield needs to take a step forward, and putting a guy like Panarin on his wing is probably the best way to do that.
Yeah, I think that's a great plan for
pretty
Quentin
sh-
Byfield.
I'm pretty sure Panarin is top 10 in NHL points this season. I could be wrong, but I think he is.
He's not top 10. Where is he?
I know he's minus 16. He's got 57 points in 52 games.
He is 30th in points this season.
He also has 17 power play points.
Yeah. On the power play, he's minus 17. I think this is probably why you're not seeing teams pay him big bucks aside from the Kings. It's just as he gets older, it's looking like he's going to become more and more of a one-dimensional player, and that's you really don't want to pay him big money for a guy that can't do more.
Last season he had 89 and 80.
Yeah, and the season before that he had 120.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
It looks like he's going down.
I mean, I don't know. I think he's still gonna be a producer. I mean, he's been on a bad team.
Yeah.
I feel like your motivation goes down to play when you're playing on a bad team.
Yeah, I can understand why teams might be hesitant to pay a 34-year-old that's projected points are going down every season, wanting to pay him $1 million, like over $10 million. I can understand why there's some hesitancy there.
Yeah,
I can understand why Florida did it, but I'm not going to judge other teams for saying, "Oh, I'm not sure."
Yeah. Well, I guess you want to get into Habs and Leaf corner.
Yeah, I think we have a bit of time for Habs and Leafs.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to ramble?
I'll get into the Habs first. Start on. Actually, you know what? Why don't you start, and then I can get into some positive notes and end this on a high note. Because I know where this is going for you, Josh.
Look. Last year at the deadline, I wanted this team to do something just like every single Leaf fan in the world, and they did. We brought in guys like Scott Lawton and Brandon Carlo. And I thought, you know what? This team is really good. We just added 2 really good players. I think we overpaid a little bit, in my opinion, for Carlo and for Lawton. But, I mean, they came in and they did their jobs. The Leafs won a playoff round last year. They won a playoff round that didn't even go to 6 games. They beat Ottawa in 5. And I laughed really hard when Brady Tkachuk said they were close. That series was not close. We ran the show. Then you go on to play Florida. Florida is last season, not really this season, was just way better than everybody in the East. It wasn't even really close. Toronto was able to keep the series close. We won a shutout game in Game 6, I believe. And I felt really good going into that last game in Florida. Then I believe we got absolutely destroyed 6-1. It sucked. I was throwing stuff last year. And during the offseason, we lose Mitch for Nicholas Waugh. And then we take the money from Mitch's contract and sign Matthias Michelli and Dakota Joshua, who, I I don't know what the Leafs thought was going to happen there. If they really thought that those players were going to be able to compare to anything that Mitch did when he was on the ice. But yeah, so far this season, it really hasn't worked out. Honestly, goal scoring hasn't even really been the Leafs' biggest issue. It's been keeping the puck out of the net. Our goaltenders haven't been healthy, I guess, other than right now all year. Our defense looks like shit. Like, it looks horrible. The Leafs play better when Morgan Rielly isn't suited. I've been saying this for years. He really needs to just waive his no-trade clause. Stop crying. You're not going to win here. Your contract looks bloated now because you look like shit. You have a muffin of a shot. You're Victor Mete on the ice right now. Like, it's not going good. And we're probably going to have to pay someone to take you because no one wants you. Then you have guys on expiring deals right now. And as much as I don't really want to trade Scott Lawton, you kind of need to just recuperate assets at this point. Leafs need to go into a full-blown retool like they did for like Boston did last year. And if they don't, I mean, here's the problem. The Leafs just went on a 3-game winning streak, and if you think that I feel any semblance of confidence, you're dead wrong. But I know this Leaf team and I know this ownership group and this management group. What's probably going to happen now is the Leafs are going to do nothing. They're going to do absolutely nothing. They're going to sit on this roster. They're going to sit on their hands, and they're going to just watch what happens. And when we don't make the playoffs in the offseason or next season, we're going to have the same roster, probably minus the guys on expiring deals, and we're going to lose them for nothing. And then we're going to have even less assets to go and try to recuperate. The Leafs have 3 draft picks this year. We have a 3rd, a 6th, and a 7th, or a 3rd, a 5th, and a 7th. I can't remember exactly which ones it are. I know we have 3. You could trade Scott Laughton for a first, probably. You could trade Nicholas Waugh for a couple draft picks. OEL is having one of the best seasons of his career that he's had in years. Trade that guy for assets. It's time to dump. It's like, and you don't have to trade all these guys, but you got to move some of them. And you have to be open to changing the players around these guys. I love Max Domi, but you got to move him. His contract is a little bit more than it probably should be, and he's a really good player on a third line, especially on a playoff team. But if you're playing him in your top 6 because you don't have anyone else, you're really shooting yourself in the foot. When it comes to management and coaching, Craig Berube and Brad Treliving, I mean, if Brad doesn't do anything at the deadline, he's quite literally just he's scared to make a move because he doesn't want to lose his job. Well, Brad, here's the thing. Your job's probably getting canned at the end of the season anyway if you don't make any moves and don't make the playoffs. So if you do something, maybe then you can argue that you should keep your job. When it comes to Craig Berube, look, I like Craig Berube, and Matt keeps saying, oh, you can't just keep firing the coach. It can't always be the coach. Connor McDavid's had more coaches than the Leafs have had in the Connor McDavid era. Like, I'm sorry. That's literally how it works, okay? The problem with Craig Berube is he doesn't like rookies. He's like, we see it with Easton Cowan all the time. We see it with, what was that guy's? I can't remember. The Leafs have another guy playing in the AHL right now. His last name starts with a Q. I think it's Quillen. Jacob Quillen, I think is his name. He's literally played, I think, 6 minutes a game so far this year because Berube just doesn't like rookies. And if you're moving towards a retool, you have to find a guy that's fine playing the rookies. The problem with the Leafs right now, and I guess as a fan, I remember when this team was bad, was very middling back when I was younger. A team that was always in the fight for the playoffs, but never could make the playoffs. We made it once against Boston. The whole, 5-1 thing happened, and the Leafs lost. And then we said, okay, fine. Time for a massive rebuild. You trade away Phil Kessel. You make a bunch of trades, bring in prospects, bring in assets. The 2 guys that were part of that and who did all that were Kyle Dubas and what was that guy's name? Hunter. Was it Dale Hunter?
Yep.
Those were the 2 guys that were in charge of making those deals. And they did great. They did great getting us assets. Then we brought in Lou Lamoriello. Then we got Babcock. Then we got, why can't I remember? Brandon Shanahan. Now, Shanahan, for all he was good, he was also pretty bad at some things, mainly just putting his head in the sand and just rolling the same roster out every year that Leaf fans knew was good in the regular season but couldn't make it in the playoffs. And the Leafs right now, like I've talked to other Leaf fans, and I'm like, guys, what would be the point? We make the playoffs for what? We're not Stanley Cup contenders. Do you think this team can go on a run? Because I don't. Unless you think Stolarz and Wall are going to turn into the embodiment of Carey Price, yeah, it's not going to happen. Like, you would need something astronomical to happen. The Leafs haven't had a number 1 defenseman since Borja Salming, and I don't like really going the nuclear route, but this roster, the way it's constructed, is not built to do this. I, at this point, would be open to trading a Nylander for a top 2 defenseman or a top 10 defenseman in the NHL. Someone like a Werenski or even an Adam Fox. But the thing is, if you're going after an Adam Fox and you're trading William Nylander, we better be getting more than Adam Fox. Like, because Nylander is still in the prime of his career, has no trade protection, is on an awesome contract. Like, I would rather you go after Zach Werenski. I don't think Columbus would make that deal, but maybe Zach Werenski doesn't want to be there anymore. I mean, maybe he's tired of losing all the time. I know I would be. But basically,
the Leafs, okay.
Look, the Leafs could be better next year. Boston's doing it. Boston was one of the worst teams in the league last year.
It's always next year, Josh. It's always next year.
Okay, fuck you. That's what I was getting at there, though, is I was just talking about the whole rebuild thing. I mean, when the Leafs did a rebuild, I know personally I was happy because it meant that the guard was finally changing. We were giving up on what we were holding on to, which was nothing, because we'd only made the playoffs one time in my lifetime up till that point, I'm pretty sure. And now we're kind of staring at a loaded shotgun. Like, what are you going to do? Because you have to do something. This roster is not good enough to compete, and if you sit on it, you're going to just be worse for wear at the end of it. Boston made hard moves last year, trading away guys like Carlo and Marchand. And they brought in Fraser Mitten. They got draft picks. They got a bunch of stuff for those guys. The Leafs need to do that, because I don't see any way that this Leaf roster falls to bottom 5 in the NHL. And if you are, you're literally you're hoping and grasping at straws. If the Leafs somehow get picked 6 in the lottery and then they move up in the lottery and they get 5, well, great. But if you don't, then you give Boston the 6th overall pick in this draft. So you're screwed. Like, you need to get other draft picks in, because we can't keep doing this. And I honestly think that the Leafs really just need to promote from within right now, and that's Brandon Pridham. I don't even really want to get into the injury stuff this year, because I'm not going to blame injuries and why they suck. But the Leafs medical science, the head of their medical science, they just fought, I think he left this offseason and they just didn't replace him, kind of like how they didn't replace the president. And the team is super injured this year and have been very standoffish with the media when it comes to talking about the injuries the players have and the timelines of them coming back, because I don't think they know. I really don't, and that's not good. You need to know how long your players are going to be out and know what to expect. And someone needs to set the standard. Guys shouldn't be in the press box wearing tank tops and be in a position where, I mean, Nylander might have been drunk, but flipping off a live camera. That's super inappropriate. If Lou Lamoriello was still the GM for this team, William probably would have been traded, or taken out back. Like, you can't do that. That's not, you're almost 30, man. It's not cute anymore, okay? I like you. I really like William Nylander. I like how he rides the subway. I like how he does a lot of the things that a lot of top sports players just kind of refuse to do. He seems very personable when it comes to things. But, dude, you're an adult. You're an adult, man. Like, I'm almost as old as you, and I wouldn't flip off a live feed camera, even as a fan. Yeah. Like, what are we doing? Like, there's no semblance of an adult in the room on this team. And I really thought that it was Keith Pelly. I thought when Keith Pelly came out and spoke last year during the offseason, I'm like, things are going to get better. Keith, you said that we're not just here to sell jerseys. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because during the Vegas game in Toronto, you were selling a signed Mitch Marner jersey for charity. That jersey sold for, I think, $2,000. You could have paid that yourself and given that to charity. Really? Fuck you. Like, seriously. I don't think I've sworn once yet on this rate so far today. But seriously, dude, really? We're not just here to sell jerseys? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Do something. Tell Brad Treliving to get off of his butt and go make some trades, because we should have made a trade before the Olympic break thing went in. And unless you are going to come out of this break and have 6 deals in place, yeah, we're screwed. We're so done. We're so done. Ryan, please talk about the Habs.
Yeah. I'll give you my quick opinion on the Leafs before we move on. Josh, I think you're right. I think at this point, there's no adult in the room. You guys need to rebuild and build a new culture in that team.
I don't like the name. I don't like the rebuild. I think this team can rebuild around.
I think a retool is good, but you need to get total buy-in from Matthews, Nylander, Tavares. If you're going to keep those whatever players you keep, they need to buy in. They need to be okay with building a culture of winning and want to do that. I'm not saying they don't want to do that now, but I haven't seen it yet, and I think that's what they're missing, and maybe a new coach is the problem. Maybe it's a new GM.
The last thing I just want to say quickly is there's 3 things. There are ultimately there's one guy that you don't trade, and it's Austin Matthews, because goal scorers like that they do not come around often. They do not. I would like to keep Matthew Nyes unless you're going to be able to package him for a number 1 defenseman. That's the only thing. But you can build around Matthews, you can build around Nyes. If Matthews goes into this offseason, January or July 1, and doesn't want the extension, trade him. I don't want to trade him, but if we're gonna lose him for nothing, we can't. You cannot. You're gonna lose any deal that Matthews is a part of. I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah,
because there's nothing you're gonna get that's gonna be worth Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
Because as much as people are like, oh, Austin Matthews is slowing down, he's not. He's been injured for 3 years.
Yeah.
He's finally.
There's no package for Matthews. that doesn't involve where it's a win for the Leafs unless they hit on the draft picks. That's the only way you could win a Leafs in a Leafs trade with Matthews, and
You don't get 60 goal scorers like in
no,
the NHL.
you're not gonna get a Matthews. Like you're trading Matthews, you might get it's a win if you get hit on the draft pick, and the only way you win on the draft pick is if you magically grab a 60 goal scorer, which you're not going to.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see it. But we're gonna move on because we're running out of time here, and I want to talk about the Habs real quick. There's not really much I want to say. I'm very happy with the Habs this year. Blowing my expectations out of the water. We're sixth in the NHL. We're scoring goals. Our power play is looking good. I think we're in a really good spot. The only real issue on this team is goaltending. We've got Sam Montembeault, and I like Sam Montembeault. He's a nice guy, but I don't know if it's a confidence issue, if it's a skill issue. We fired our goaltending coach, and I think that shakeup might do it, hopefully. But this goaltending is going to be a problem moving forward. It's tough as a Habs fan. It's the first time we've really not had that Hall of Famer caliber player coming in. Like we've had Carey Price for so long. We had Patrick Waugh before that. Even in between there was Jose Theodore. So like the idea of the Habs struggling goaltending is a new concept for us. So it's tough, but I think it's all working out. I think Fowler could come up and be that guy. I think Dobish is looking pretty good when we need to play him, and I think we should play him a little bit more. But I think the most important thing for the Habs right now is on top of all of this, the best thing about the Habs to me is Marty St. Louis. He has come in and built a culture and taught these guys how to do it right, and he knows how to talk to the players. He knows what they need to focus on. He's not one of them good old boys, good old Ontario boys, like Don Cherry would say, but he is a player's player. He's a guy that wasn't just a skilled guy. He came up. He should not have made the NHL. He worked his ass off. He worked harder. He played harder, learned and used his head, and that's why he was such a great NHL player. And that's the things he's trying to instill in the Habs now. You saw it as soon as he came in with Cole Caulfield. He came in, Cole Caulfield, turn around like that. Cole Caulfield, I think, had like 3 goals under the previous coach, Dominic Ducharme. Fucker. And Marty St. Louis comes in. It's like, hey, here's how let's tweak your shot a little bit. Let's work around, like move a little bit this way, come over here maybe. And it's been lights out ever since. Cole Caulfield's been a top scorer in the NHL. I think he's where is he in goal scoring this year? I think he's top 10. It's all defenseman. Hold on. Cole Caulfield's 6th in the NHL in goals, 32 goals in 57 games. He's something special. I'm very happy with him. And we've got great players coming up. Obviously, Lane Hutson's huge. Noah Dobson's been really good. Caden Gooley's back from injury, and they all look good. Even Uri Slafkovsky, there's a lot of contention around us drafting him first overall when we did. And even now, looking at his stats, you still, from an outside looking in, you're like, oh, I don't know if you're just looking at the numbers. As a guy who watches a lot of Habs games, I see this guy play game in, game out, and I think Ken Hughes said it best, wait till this guy's 25, and he's got his real man strength. He will be unstoppable. The best thing we did all season, I think, is putting him down the second line, where he can, instead of being a complementary piece to Suzuki and Caulfield, he now kind of runs the second line as like its star, and it's his ideas and his pace of play that's kind of dictating how they play. And I think that was a phenomenal idea for him. And he's been showing off really well. I'm really excited to see him play. We've got our rookies too, Demidov and Kapanen, both phenomenal players. And they've been playing on the second line quite a bit with Slafkovsky there, and it's been fantastic. So I'm really excited for this Habs team. I think we're going to do some great things in the future. Everywhere I look at this team, it is looking up. We got all of our draft picks. We got cap space for days. All of our players are on good long-term, pretty good deals. So I'm excited as a Habs fan. We have one more thing, but real quick, our producer Connor did post in the chat while we were doing the podcast. Hockey Canada named their captains. Obviously, everyone expected it. Sidney Crosby, Captain Canada again. I believe it's his 4th time in a row where he's captain for Team Canada. 4th international tournament in the row since 2010, where he's been captain. Your A's are Connor McDavid and Cale Makar. No surprise there at all. think the only other option really would have been Drew Doughty in place of Cale Makar, where he's one of the only other players played in 2014 and 2010. He is the only other player other than Crosby that's played on other Olympic teams, and he's got the veteran wisdom. But I like the setup where it's Cale Makar. You kind of have the youthful thing. He's leading the defense really, so I think this makes a lot of sense for us, especially where Drew Doughty may or may not be playing every game. So I don't know how much time's left, but we do have a couple games. Josh, you want to get into that?
Yeah, we can. I mean, it's basically we're doing Puck Dooku.
Yeah, Puck Dooku, and I think Connor's got some other stuff for us. Get that right, Connor?
Pretty much. I think we've got the one that we're going to play here being the NHL grid. Like Josh said, basically Puck Dooku is pretty much what it is. So we'll run through this one. You guys should be able to see it on your side.
Yeah, I got it.
So we'll start with you, Josh, if you want to make a guess at one of them, and then we'll kind of alternate back and forth between the two of you.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take Vegas and Philly. Give me Pierre-Edouard Bellemare.
Oh, that's a good one. I was gonna say Cody Glass, but I like that.
Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, you say?
Yep.
Where is he? Oh,
He spells his name.
I'll send it in the chat.
it does not like.
It's Belleme. Yeah. He spells Edward weird. I see.
Oh, here we go. I gotcha. There it is. Ding ding.
Boom.
Nailed it.
All right. Ooh, I got a tough one here. There's a guy, not Gustav Forsling. Played for the Oilers and the Panthers now. I should have prepared for this whole. We was looking at this the whole time, and I don't have any guesses.
So now one thing to keep in mind here too is the 30-goal season. It doesn't have to have been a 30-goal season for that specific team. So as long as the player has played a single game for the team, and then they could have had a 30-goal season for a different team. They don't have to be in the same year.
This will be a hit. So give me Jaromir Jagr for the Devils.
I was gonna go with
30 goals. 30 goals, Jaromir Jagr.
Whoops.
Damn, you know who I was gonna say? Adam Henrique, Scott Gomez, Brian Giunta.
Brian Giunta had a 30-goal season?
He did.
There's no way.
I know my stuff.
Brian Giunta. Josh, you're right. He did have a 30-goal season. He had more than 30. It's the only time he ever did that.
49, isn't it?
48 for the Devils. So Jaromir.
Oh,
that works too. Jaromir Jagr for the Devils and the Flyers.
Oh, you went.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, you meant 30 goals. Close enough.
It's all
Well,
good.
we could throw Brian Giunta in for 30 goals.
Yeah, throw Brian Giunta in there.
For 30 goals, Devils.
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
That's my bad. Where is he?
Okay. No, it's all right. I like it.
All right, give me after this. I got 30 goal scorers for Vegas.
Whoops. There it is.
Yep. Give me Max Pacioretty.
That's
Yeah, that's a good one.
There he
Your
is.
turn, Ryan.
Max Pacioretty.
Something for more time. Give me Eric Stahl for 30 goals in Florida. Eric Stahl must have scored 30 once, right?
There it is.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, give me Devils Oiler player. Give me Mike Camilleri.
Nice one.
Am I like crazy far off on this?
A CM or not CM. CAMMALLEIR.
It's the extra M.
Was Mike Camilleri a fever dream that I had?
There it is. It's Michael.
Oh.
They go by full name. There it is. Mike Camilleri.
Ryan?
Give me Dmitry Kulikov for Oilers Panthers.
It's not a bad one.
Oh. Does he spell his Dimitri differently? There's like a million ways to spell it.
He might spell it with a Y. Kulikov, I think, is spelled the way it sounds.
He does spell it with a Y. Kulikov. There it is.
All right, give me Vegas Oilers. Give me the real deal, James Neal.
Yeah.
There it is.
Florida and Flyers.
Florida Flyers.
Did Shane Gostis play for the Florida Panthers?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
you know who did?
Who?
But we're not using him again. Jaromir Jagr.
Yeah. Fuck.
If you need help, I got a few guys that I know of.
Yeah, I might need help.
Okay. How many do you want me to list? Just one?
Just give the top guy.
Well, okay. Well, top guy.
You get bonus points if you list a player that nobody else has listed.
Okay. Then no, let me hold on. Let me pull here. Chris Versteeg.
That's a good pull, Josh.
It spells with a K.
Yeah.
I don't know if he. Here I can send you his spelling.
I'm a little annoyed with myself. I was thinking Claude Giroux.
That's one of them.
Claude Giroux didn't play for the Panthers. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
Played
did.
half a season there. Played half a season.
Also guys like Scotty Upshall, Keith Yandel, Nick Cousins and Radko Guda, Owen Tippett.
There it is. Chris Versteeg. Board locked.
Also Ryan, Sergei Bobrovsky, Mark Stahl.
Oh, I forgot about Bobrovsky.
Bobrovsky.
Oh my God.
I think Bobrovsky there is the most obvious one.
Anthony Stolarz was also one.
Oh my, this is a bad showing for me. I completely forgot about Bobrovsky.
This guy doesn't know puck.
I don't know puck apparently. NHL connections.
What is this?
So we can give this one a try if you'd like. So this is similar to another game. Basically, there's 4 categories. So this is going to be broken into 4 categories. You have to place 4 of these names into a category together, and they all connect in some way, shape, or form. So it could be, same team. It could be Stanley Cup winners. It could be attended or they played for the same team in the OHL. It could be, you know what I mean? It's connections between players or names, and it could be a wide variety of things. There's 4 categories.
Okay.
To me, Desharnais, Markov, Emlyn, Dale Weiss.
You said Desharnais,
Markov, Emlyn, and Dale Weiss.
Emlyn.
Dale Weiss right next to Emlyn. They all play on the same Habs team together.
Incorrect, but we're 1 away. So one of those players is incorrect.
Could swap Dale Weiss for Thomas Fleischmann. They also play on the Habs together, but I don't know. This is tough.
You only have 7 guesses.
1 away.
Okay, hold on. I got a Montreal connection here.
Fleischmann and Weiss were connected.
Markov, Emelin, Goodbranson, and Campbell all played for the Habs as defensemen.
2 away.
What?
Goodbranson and Campbell did not play for the Habs.
Yeah, they did. Short stint, but they did.
What?
Unless I'm wrong, I could have sworn Campbell played for you guys at some point.
Branson definitely did. Campbell, I think, was always a.
No, he played for multiple teams, but yeah, apparently Florida wasn't one, or Montreal wasn't one of them. My bad.
Yeah, it was good Branson. Oh my god, this is tough.
This one is tougher.
I was Zibanejad, Zuccarello, Jimmy Hayes, and oh fuck no, that's just three.
Okay, I
Yep,
know
I was
that.
thinking the Rangers, but
I know Boone Jenner, Flutie, Peak, and Tim all played for Columbus.
Booty, Peak, and
Tim Bernie, bottom corner.
That's one.
Hey.
2022 to 2023 Columbus Blue Jackets.
Okay.
So now you get a
Ryan,
general idea of what these categories could look like, right?
For Montreal, did you throw Bergenheim in?
No, but he didn't play on those teams with those guys.
But he did play for Montreal, didn't he?
I don't think so. I've never heard of the guy.
Really? No, he didn't. God damn, this is hard. Is there a Rangers connection on this list somehow? I mean, I don't think Jimmy Hayes did.
Jimmy Hayes played for the Rangers.
Did
So Zibanejad. I don't know who the fourth would be though.
Hold on. Well, the fourth player on. Are you sure was it Jimmy Hayes or Kevin Hayes that played for them?
Jimmy.
Then it's Paul. Paul Carey played for New York.
Okay. I'm willing to rip that.
You want to run that one?
Yeah, send it.
One away.
What?
The three of those names are correct in a category together. One of them is not.
Maybe it wasn't Jimmy Hayes.
It definitely was.
You only got 3 guesses left, so you got to go perfect from here on out.
Jimmy Hayes was not did not play for the Rangers.
Hold on.
Dale Weiss could play for the Rangers. I don't think he did.
I don't know if we can go perfect. Okay. Maybe it's a Florida connection. Did Hayes ever play for Florida? He did. I mean, it could be Florida, Ryan, and it could be Campbell, Fleischman, Bergheim, and Hayes.
You can rip it.
One away.
No, one away.
What the fuck? Did Desharnais ever play for the Rangers?
He might have.
He did. I mean, it's so okay. Could be Zibanejad, Zuccarello, Desharnais, and Carey.
Yeah.
Send it.
There it is. 2017 to 2018 Rangers.
Hey.
And I wonder if it's Dale Weiss, Emlyn, Markov, and Fleischman.
Hold on. Let's think about this.
Because that would have been like 20. I'm trying to think of like what year that would have been. Because David Desharnais did leave Montreal eventually. Those guys were all stuck around, but I don't know if Dale Weiss stuck around that long.
It's kind of to like look at these names. I feel like there's got to be some big connection we're missing here. Because that leaves the players that I thought we already tried those 4 players in Florida. The last 4.
yeah, yeah.
So we
Okay.
know that this can't be right.
Okay, can't be that then. I'm trying to think of like what teams could it be. Markov only ever played for the Habs. So I'm trying to think of what other these guys played for the Habs.
Because, yeah, the players that you... hold on. So it can't be that.
He always did play for the Rangers, but I don't think he played with any of these guys.
I know.
Played with Zuccarello.
There's got to be a combination here. Like, a combination that's staring us in the face. Like... Which players did you say for your Canadiens one, Ryan?
Dale Weiss, Thomas Fleischmann, Alexei Emlin, Andrei Markov.
Okay, don't send that because we know that it's not right.
Nope, not going to. Now, keep in mind, I think both of the guesses that you guys are thinking of were one away.
Yeah.
So it might be just as easy as flipping one of these guys.
Hayes played for Florida. Okay, hold on. Let's try that. Okay, let's try this. Campbell, Fleischmann, Bergheim, and Hayes all played for Florida in 2014, 2015.
Okay.
You want to send it?
Send it.
One away.
Fuck. Like, what? How?
So your last two.
Don't.
You want me to tell you what it was?
No, not yet. I want to take
All right.
one more swing at this. Like, this is ridiculous. All those players played for that fucking team. So it's gotta, like...
So I will at least tell you, you had the categories correct. One of the categories is Montreal players. The second category is Florida players. Do you want the years?
Did you get... No, hold on. One of these guys has got to be switched then. Is it... So we know that Fleischmann played for Montreal, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, he played for Montreal. I know that for a fact.
Was it... Maybe it's... Is he a defenseman or a forward?
He was a forward.
Because Dale Weiss never played for Florida.
No, Fleischmann did. He played forward before us.
Did Emlyn ever play? No, Emlyn only played for you guys. Okay, so Emlyn, Markov, you said played for only Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, drafted and only played for Montreal. Dale Weiss didn't play for Florida. That means one of these, like, unless it is like Bergenheim, but I don't think it is. Bergenheim only played for a lot of teams, but never Montreal. Was drafted by the Islanders, so it's not him. Hayes played for Florida. Campbell, like, unless it's a god, I'm so shocked. Like, I don't understand. Hayes never played for Montreal, right?
Unless it is Weiss, Fleischmann, Emlin, Markov, and then Hayes, Campbell, Goodbranson, Bergenheim.
Yeah.
Are we sure Bergenheim? Are we sure it was Hayes, Campbell, Goodbranson, or Bergenheim that we guessed it was one away?
I'm not sure. All right, fine. We could. What are the answers?
Yep. So you
Dale
guys,
Weiss, Fleischmann, Emlin, Markov.
you guys nailed it. Hayes, Campbell, Branson, and Bergenheim. I do not believe was the guess that you guys made. So it is Fleischmann, Weiss, Emlyn, and Markov. Yep. It's Fleischmann, Wise, Emlyn, and Markov for the 2015-2016 Canadiens, and it's Goodbranson, Bergenheim, Hayes, and Campbell for the 2013-2014 Panthers.
Josh, I will tell you it's a little bit bullshit because David Darnay did play for the 2015-2016 Habs, and Thomas Schleichman played for the 2013-2014 Panthers. So it's a little bit of bullshit
I know.
here.
It just. Damn it. That's how we had it.
Yeah. All right. How are we doing for time? Are we getting?
I think we're definitely over the hour.
It is about time.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
I don't think we had any other games going, so Josh, you want to take us out of this, or?
I mean, yeah. So we're coming back. Weekly podcast off the boards, professional style this time. I try to cut down on my swearing to keep things more professional. Like I said, I think I only swore once, maybe twice. Ryan definitely swore more than me. This guy's got a sailor's mouth apparently.
It's fine. I'll clean it up if we ever get a advertiser.
Well, yeah, so we're going to be putting this on Spotify. Our Spotify podcast is still there. The logo has changed to our new logo. We will, like I said, Ethan will be around every once in a while. Hopefully we'll bring on Matt, who has told me that he is a Habs fan, but says he is neutral, whatever that means. I think that we're going to bring him in here, and I'm just going to get bullied the whole time. If the Kings do something else, we will get Connor's take on it. I guess we're kind of out of time. We'll ask you for your Panarin take, I guess, during the next week's episode. But other than that, I mean, we used to play out to the Hartford Whalers song.
Brass Bonanza.
Yeah, I didn't. We didn't queue up Brass Bonanza this time, so. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked it, subscribe. If you liked it, like it. If you really liked us, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, all that good stuff. As always, I'm Josh. Over there is Ryan. Connor will be here every episode. Might not say much, but yeah, we appreciate you guys giving us a look, and we will talk to you next time.